I'd rather watch Jason Love and Johnny Sins run a train on my girl than watch this movie. Long legs, long legs, long legs, long legs. I was looking forward to this movie so much when I first saw the trailer. That shit captivated me. I was like, oh, yo, what the fuck? It was the trailer where it was like the picture of the family, then the picture of the legs, and the dude was like, she's not my daughter. That shit lightweight terrified me. I legit watched that trailer over and over and over again because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is this about? Is this a movie? Is this like, what is this gonna be? Then the other actual trailers came out, and I seen the reviews, I seen what people are saying about the movie, and I'm locked in. I'm like, yo, I gotta see this movie. This movie looks hella good. They're saying it's one of the creepiest movies of all time. They were giving it hella good reviews, good scores. I was seeing the reviews on YouTube. I wasn't watching them because I didn't want to be spoiled. And I was hella juiced. I made a pot of coffee. I think I had like a Danish, like an apple Danish. I love eating sweets and drinking coffee while I watch a movie. And let me tell you, when I hit confirm purchase on that bitch, I was locked in. I was like, this is it. I'm ready. Long legs. Here we go. Boom. And when I tell you that I wasted my time and I wasted my money on this fucking movie, I hope Jeff Bezos sees this and I hope he refunds me because that was 2 hours of my time wasted. If I took care of my kids, that $20 could have went to groceries or I could have spent it on my girl. Like, here, babe, here's $20. Go get your nails done. Go get your lashes did. But no, I wasted it on this fucking movie. I was so hyped. Maybe I let the trailer get to me. I thought it was going to be one thing and it turned out to be a whole completely other thing. Like the first trailer when the dude was saying she's not my daughter, I'm thinking, "Oh, this is a supernatural type of movie. It's going to have jump scares. It's going to be real dark, real creepy." And then I saw the next trailer that came out when it had the FBI agent. They're going through the houses, shit like that. So I'm thinking like, oh, it's like Seven. It's not really going to be scary, like jump scare wise. It might be a little creepy, but I was taken for a loop and I was just, oh my God, I'm so mad. So you might be saying, Peace, why didn't you like the movie? Well, I'm going to tell you, bitch. So we've seen this type of story done before. We've seen it done better. It's about this FBI agent. Her name is Lee Harker, and she's trying to track down the serial killer. And this is my first major problem with the movie. Lee Harker, the main character, she is not interesting at all. She looks like she wants to cry the whole movie. She has like a glaze over her eyes. She was annoying. And she barely talked. How are you going to have an interesting character if they don't talk? It could be done, but it wasn't done right. The shit was like, I wanted her to die. The minute she opened her mouth and I seen her stupid face with her stupid teary eyes, I was like, nah, she's got to go immediately. So somehow this broad and the serial killer are connected. We don't know until the end of the movie, which is another problem. They just dump a whole bunch of exposition on you. Instead of showing you, that's the problem with these movies nowadays. They don't show you. They tell you, and it takes you out of the atmosphere. It takes you out of the movie because it's almost like I could have just read this shit. Y'all could have just texted me the script and how it was going to end, and I would have been fine. But it seems like in the 2 hour runtime, they were running thin on ideas or whatever, so they just decided to dump the plot and everything that happened to you at the end because the whole movie leading up to the end is just yapping. And it was so cringe. The antagonist, Longlegs, Nicolas Cage, he was so cringe. He was singing, he was dancing, he was like trying too hard. I've seen serial killers done better and they barely talked or they weren't as animated, like a Hannibal Lecter or like the killer in Seven. Like, there's biblical and there's spiritual aspects to the movie in Longlegs, but it was just the most retarded shit. He was possessing dolls. So Lee Harker's mom knew Longlegs and some type of cult shit, and he was possessing dolls. She was dropping dolls off at people's houses, and the dolls were like possessing the family members and the dads to kill the family. Now, don't get me wrong, that's actually pretty cool. That's a cool idea, but the way they executed it, bro, they had so many scenes where it was useless yapping, or it was useless staring off into nothing, or where nothing happened. Like when she went to go visit her mom, and then she like went to her room. Like, bro, y'all didn't have to put that in the movie. I wasn't creeped out at all. The weak ass jump scares didn't get me. I was actually lightweight falling asleep. I was like this, and like I might have missed some of the movie, but it wasn't worth it. I knew right there, like halfway through the movie, I could tell if I'm gonna watch a movie again. Halfway through the movie, I was like, I'm never watching this shit again. I want a refund. So I don't know who's paying who to give out these good reviews, but y'all need to stop. because this movie was not it. This movie and In a Violent Nature, horror movies today are just so whack and so weak. Thank God we got Terrifier 3 dropping soon, because Terrifier 1 and 2 and All Hallows Eve to me are classics. Art the Clown is like a modern day slasher classic villain. He's up there. He's already made his name. He made a name for himself already. Longlegs, I hope they don't come out with another one, because God, it's going to be awful. So the movie was so predictable too. I knew something was going to happen with Agent Carter's family, because there's no reason to invite Harker over and have her meet your daughter. I knew something was going to happen. And then once they brought in the fact that the dads were killing the families, I knew, oh, he's going to kill his family. So I already knew how the movie was going to end. There were so many useless scenes, like when Agent Carter took Harker out for drinks and she was just sitting there like with her teary ass eyes. I'm like, dude, are you going to cry? I never want to see her again in a movie, because I don't know, bro. Her face just annoyed me. I'd rather watch Jason Love and Johnny Sins run a train on my girl than watch this movie ever again. At least then I'll get excited. So the next problem I have with this movie is Longlegs, the actual killer. When they like show half his face in the beginning, you can be overly animated to the point where it's cringe and to where you're not scary. And that's how Longlegs came to me. That's how he came on me. Pause. But when you have someone that looks like this, when you have a villain who looks like that, you can't take him serious. And there's nothing scary about him. It was just, it was so fucking cringe. I wanted to like grab my balls and like squeeze them until they popped. That's how fucking cringe. It was a ball squeezingly cringe. I know there has to be people out there that feel the same way I do. Maybe I let the expectations and let my hopes for the movie like blind me, because I'm like, oh, this is going to be it. Like, I thought this movie was going to be like a supernatural kind of thriller with jump scares and a dark atmosphere. This shit was just basically like a poor man's Seven, a poor man's Hannibal, or like Red Dragon. Those movies necessarily aren't scary, but there's a creep factor to them. There's nothing cringe about the villains in those movies. There's something cringe about Longlegs, and it just takes you out of the movie. You know who I would have loved to see in Longlegs instead of the woman that played Lee Harker? I would have loved to see the woman that played in Sicario. She was a badass in that movie. I love her. If you're watching this, you know what I'm saying? Come holler at the kid. So, it's your boy Peace. Don't bother with Longlegs. Don't bother with In a Violent Nature. I know I'm bringing that movie into this review. If you're going to watch a good little horror movie, a little thriller, watch He's Out There. Watch Terrifier. Watch Oddity. Watch Caveat. Caveat was a pretty good movie. Oddity was a really fucking good movie. Another couple good slashers. Chrome Skull, Lay to Rest 2. Like, to me, slashers aren't scary. There's nothing scary about someone killing you because they have to come towards you. You see them happening. There's no buildup. Something scary is almost like, well, I don't even really get scared with movies, but something like The Ring, it's like creepy. Something that makes you like change how you do things. Like, I'm not going to sleep with the TV off or on. I'm going to unplug the TV before I go to sleep. To me, that's scary and creepy. Calling Longlegs scary and creepy is like, I don't know. It's like, there's no words to explain it. It's like saying women are good at driving. But that's the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you've seen the movie, let me know how you feel about it. If you haven't, you can go watch it and get back to me. But I highly advise that you don't watch this movie. Don't waste your time on it. Don't rent it. Don't buy it. Don't go see it in theaters. Don't get it when it comes out cheaper in the Walmart bin. Don't even bother with this movie. It's your boy Peace. God, I'm so mad. I want a fucking refund. And I'm out. You know what? I'm going to start a GoFundMe, and hopefully y'all can refund me my $20 because I need gas money, and I wasted gas money on this fucking movie. I'm out.